So, Rudy, big trade over the weekend. You and Carl were obviously very close. Just how do you process that move, and what are your thoughts when you think about that?
It was a big surprise. Obviously, big. Not something anyone expected a few days before training camp. So it was it was still processing it. Obviously, Cat is someone that I have a lot of love and respect for. We've had 2 years together, and I'm really grateful for the time that we spent together. When I got there, since day one, he embraced me. He did anything he could to help me be the best version of myself, on and off the court. So I'm really grateful for that. And yeah, when it comes down to the trade, um, it's part of the business that we're in. So it's never easy, uh, and it's always, we never know what's good, what's bad. Who is the winner, who is the loser. I think time always usually reveals that. But yeah, definitely gonna miss him. And obviously I know he's gonna do great in New York. And I wish him the best always. He's a very kind human being. So I'm grateful that we were able to, in the short amount of time that we got, to show that we could make pretty good things happen, as a team and as teammates. So, wish him the best, and looking forward to see how he does.
Rudy, we saw a year ago how much continuity seemed to help this team in year two of you being here. What is it like now when you'll have two pretty major pieces in the rotation come in after the start of camp? What is the process? Do you anticipate how quickly can you guys kind of ramp up and kind of find some of that continuity here with those guys?
I have zero doubt, about their ability to fit in to who we are as a team. I think they're both guys that uh, play winning basketball. They're both really tough, and they also both got experience. And they've been on winning teams. Dante won a championship with the Warriors. So we know who we are as a team. So we I think we got the whole training camp to really try to get them in the in the to understand what we try to do, which is be a great defensive team, and offensively, I think that just yeah, it's going to be a process to just even for us as a team, uh, adjusting to not having Cat. I think it's going to probably make us play a little different brand of basketball. But yeah, we're gonna have the whole training camp and the whole season to figure that out and hopefully be ready for uh, to get to where we want to get, which is try to win a championship.
Julius, can you give us a specific scouting report on Julius? I mean, you've obviously played against him a lot. What's he like to play against, and what does he bring
Against
on Julius?
Julius, uh, he's a he's a very tough player. One thing I really love about him, I think he's a competitor. He works really hard, and he's we could say he's a little bit of a bully. He likes to attack you, hit you in your chest, and he's got. I feel like every year he's got better. He's really found his way as a player. From the first days, when he got drafted by the Lakers, until today, and it's been fun to watch him evolve to the star that he became, and I'm really excited to see how he's going to be able to help us to get where we want to get as a team.
Rudy,
As
does it feel like championship or bust at this point, given how at last season ended? Is it fair to think that way? Do you guys feel that way? Does it feel like a championship or bust type season for you?
I don't know if I would say championship or bust, but the normal order of things for us is to keep getting better. And when you come out of the season, when you went to the Western Conference Finals, definitely want to play for a championship. I think that's it's been all at least since I got here. It's been my goal and our goal to get to that point. And every year has been full of adversity, but it's been growth, over those years. And now, we are. I think we are at the level of maturity of experience where we know that this is what we want to do, and we don't really look at the best option because we think that we have only one goal in our mind, and we're going to prepare and we're going to work as hard as we can to try to be that team.
Being the defensive player of the year and seeing this trade go down, whose role does it affect the most as you see it as a player?
I think we are. I think Cat is one of a kind of player, obviously. But I think my role in this team is not going to be any different than it was last year. And I feel the same way with everyone in this locker room. Obviously some guys. I'm thinking about maybe Naz. Some guys might have even more responsibilities, but Naz has shown, that he could handle those responsibilities when Cat was injured or even when Cat was playing. Naz was already a huge part of our team last year. So, I think we're just going to be who we are, and obviously there's only one Cat in the world. There's only one player in the world that has that skill set that he has. But yeah, we're gonna keep trying to get better as a group and keep the same identity as a team and keep learning and keep getting better.
Overall, how was your Olympic experience this summer and playing for the host nation?
It was a very rich, in experience. Obviously, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of things happening, during that time. But it was a great experience. Obviously, as a competitor, falling short of the gold medal was, wasn't the perfect scenario for me. But at the same time, with everything that happened and my injury and also the adversity that we overcame as a group, I was just really proud and really grateful that we were able to get this silver medal. And also when I look back and see when I hear how people were inspired, from people in France were inspired from the way we've played and the love and support that we got. I'm really happy, very grateful, for all of that. And like I said, wasn't able to play probably as much as I would like to, or as well as I would like to in those last few games. But I was just really grateful that I was just able to be there, and I'm happy that now I'm healthy and I'm ready for hopefully a great season.
Is there a worse person to lose to in that spot than Aaron?
I mean, I don't know about that, but I was happy for him. I always thought that him playing in a national team was always going to be a great experience as a man and as a player. Being able to travel the world, discovering new culture. He enjoyed Paris. He had a good time. So I was just happy for him. And there's nothing better, for you as a young player and being around so many great players. I think is definitely something that changed his approach on the game.
Rudy, for whatever reason, you seem to be a popular talking point on podcasts or social media or things like that at various points throughout the summer. I'm wondering at this point in your career, how do you use that? Does it motivate you? Do you ignore it? How do you view that when you see so many people having an opinion about you and your career at this point in your career?
I think part of it is I embrace it, because when people talk about you, it means you creating something inside their head, right? You whatever you are doing, is creating conversations, creating debate. So when I was younger, I used to really get a little more affected by it. I used to search for motivation in those things. Now I'm really, I realize that everyone's journey is unique, and I'm really trying to make the most of mine. And I know who I am as a person, as a player, and I'm really focused on that. And I really feel like that everything that's around outside of the perception that I have of myself and the goals that I have for myself is more like noise. And obviously when you cross some lines, it has to be addressed. But most of the time, it's just opinions, and I can't be mad at people for having opinions. At the end of the day, the actions speak more than any words. And at the end of my career and maybe at the end of my life later, we'll be able to see what's been accomplished. And for me, I'm just trying to be the best, the best person I can be, the best player I can be, the best father I can be, and keep doing the things that I'm doing for the world. And the rest is all in my control.
Rudy, when you and Carl, when you came here, there were questions about how you and Carl were going to fit together that you guys in time answered. There's going to be questions about how you and Julius fit together. What's going to go into answering those questions and making that pairing work like the last one did?
I guess the core. I can tell you so many amazing things right now, but I think it's going to be. I believe in him. I know that he wants to win. He's someone that is a great competitor, and I know that. Obviously, we all know he's a very talented player and a very tough player. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see, to help him, as much as I can to fit into our philosophy as a team. And I know it should be pretty easy because he's very mature. He's been through a lot in his career, and he's at a stage of his career when he wants to win. So I guess time will tell. Time will tell, but I can't wait to get started.
Thank you, Rudy.
Thank you.